On Tuesday evening, Texas House Representatives voted in favor of one of the most controversial and strict immigration laws in country. This will have major impacts on immigrants across the state and could also trigger lawsuits and an international dispute with Mexico. The bill now heads to Texas Governor Greg Abbott's desk to be signed into law. Before Tuesday's vote, Democratic State Rep. Jolanda Jones harshly condemned the bill, calling SB 4 and its supporters racist. It's not okay to be racist when you stop being racist. I'll stop pulling the race card, she said. SB 4 was considered as part of the fourth round of the special legislative session, which Texas Governor Greg Abbott ordered to consider several immigration-related bills. It creates two new state crimes punishable by up to 2 years in prison for immigrants who enter or re-enter the state illegally from another country. Migrants are handcuffed in pairs before boarding a bus after crossing the border from Mexico to the United States in Jacumba Hot Springs, California. November 11, 2023. One most controversial aspects of the bill would give local and state law enforcement officials authority to detain immigrants they suspect crossing into Texas illegally. It also gives judges the option of ordering some immigrants to return to the country they crossed illegally from instead of prosecuting them. Officials and government agencies will be allowed to transport them to ports of entry, ensure they comply with the rules. If immigrants refuse comply with an order to return, they could be charged with a second-degree crime and face up 20 years in prison. SB 4 has sparked fears among immigrant rights advocates that the bill would lead to widespread racial profiling and circumvention of protections that asylum seekers have under constitutional law and international obligations. Although the bill gives officers the authority to quickly make a decision about a person's immigration status, it does not provide any funding or requirements for training officers on immigration law. There is no U.S. federal analog, a lone officer escorting someone to the border at their discretion and telling them get out. This is a very frightening prospect that is categorically different from what the federal government does. Additionally, David Donati, senior staff attorney at the federal ACLU of Texas system, people will be able to present their claims to an immigration officer and an immigration judge, he said. There is also growing concern that parents may be separated from their children if arrested under these new state crimes. The law could trigger lawsuits and an international dispute with Mexico because it could lead to migrants being sent to the southern border regardless of their legal status there, said Aaron Thorne, senior staff attorney at the Texas Civil Rights Project. Some opponents of bill have argued that it was introduced to encourage appeals against Supreme Court decision in 2012 Arizona v. United